Hello, everyone. I'm Tony Holt Kramer, founder and president of Trumpets USA, coming to you today from Palm Springs, California, my Villa Paradiso. You know, this is the most important election of our lifetime, but then I'm not telling you anything you don't know already. But you really have to stop and think for a moment, because your vote, your most important vote, is going to determine you individually are going to be part of determining where we are going in the future of this country. Are we going to be America? Are we going to be great? Are we going to be strong? Are we going to be who we always have been? Or are we going to take a socialist turn and become a country that we don't even want to know after we get there? Believe me, but by that time, folks, it's going to be too late. So I'm going to tell you what I think. I think you should not think about whether you like President Trump, you agree with some of his tweets or his this or his that. I think you should think about what he has accomplished. What has he done? Well, let me tell you briefly. 3 years and plus, he had 160 million people working. He did more for minorities than any other president. Black, Hispanic, you name it. Women were working, women more than ever before. He did the absolute miracle of the world. Because you know why? He's a businessman. He knows how to do things. He knows how to get them done. Now tell me, after this pandemic, which has destroyed, wrecked our economy to a great extent, but not that much because stock market's still up and lots of things are still going well, and I think that we're going to see good numbers coming forward. But I do believe that we're not going to have that happen if you elect Joe Biden. And the reason is Joe Biden is Joe Biden. He's a career politician. That's it. Name me one incredible thing this man has done in 47 or 48 years in public service that is memorable to you outside of what you're reading in the news right now. Anyway, going on from there, certainly his running mate, Kamala, is certainly not a businesswoman. She too is a politician. Are you going to turn over this country, the economy? We need jobs. We need everything back the way the president was getting it. You can't entrust it to someone who doesn't do that, who hasn't had a background in the economy. And another thing, law and order. Do you want to be worried, no matter where you're living, in the suburbs or wherever, that Antifa is going to come into your neighborhood? We need to have law and order. We can't pull down Abraham Lincoln's statue or Thomas Jefferson. Destroying history is so incredibly stupid that I can't even go there, because history is something we learn from. If we don't like something we did, we correct it the second time around. But we don't go around destroying things like that. And by the way, we all know it was Abraham Lincoln who freed the slaves, just in case anyone forgot that. But we need the police. We need to respect them. We need to tell them that they are important to us and not have them fearful of their lives and not have their families worried that they're not going to come home at night. And another thing is our health care. President will take care of our health care. He will make sure that we have, of course, underlying conditions and existing conditions will be covered. Everything will be covered, and he will work on getting this pandemic done quicker, because an American man who has taken his life and given it to you when he didn't have to. He really didn't have to. He had the greatest life, all the money, blah, blah, blah. You know that. I know that. But he wanted to help you. He loves America with such a passion. It is the passion of his life. And so therefore, do you think for 1 minute that he's not going to work super hard to get you help and to get our country back, not only with all the other economy and police and all of that, but also with our health care and also with this terrible Chinese pandemic? And remember something, that you are making a decision now which way you want your country to go. And your children and your grandchildren or whatever, they're going to pay and they're going to live the life and choose the life that you have chosen for them. They're going to be forced into it because once you get into a mess, folks, you're not going to get out too easily. So just remember one thing. Stay with Trump. Trump is the only man, the only woman, he's not a woman, the only man, the only person, certainly not any other woman who is running that can help or bring this country back. It's impossible. So, vote Trump. Tell your family, tell your friends, tell your employers, tell your people, tell everyone you know. It is not about whether you like little things that you don't like about him. It doesn't matter. What matters is going forward, not going backward. You don't want to go backward. So, vote Trump, and we'll all be happy. See you after the election.